Does your child work for treats? Answer that in the question. What motivates your child? Is it will work for grades, or will work for food, or will work for a treat, or will work for a reward? So while I have people coming in, I am going to give a few moments for those of you who are in here to go ahead and answer that question in the comments, and then let me know what motivates your child. You can also answer what motivated you as a child. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining in. And I'm gonna talk about all of this extra stuff I got, y'all. This scarf here, I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. And then my daughter told me not to do this, but I'm just acting crazy right now. So here we go. We just want to celebrate. And then I'm going to take this off so we can get down to business. So I want to value your time. So motivation, intrinsic motivation. What is that? Intrinsic motivation is when someone does something because they have an internal desire to succeed or to achieve. Do you honestly, or do you ever feel like you have to bribe your child just to get good grades or to do things that they're supposed to do? Well, what if you could have your child doing things just because that's what they wanted to do, just because they know it's the right thing to do? What motivates your child? Let me know in the comments. I want to know, do you have to say, hey, I'll do this if you do that? Or will you just say, you know what, this needs to be done? They say, Ma, I got it. Or Dad, sure enough. Let me tell you about this. Research shows that kids motivated by curiosity and personal goals hang in there longer and accept challenges more often than kids that only want stuff because they are looking forward to something. And we also know that that motivation does not come when we give rewards or fear of punishment. We don't want our children to be doing things because they're scared. Like, you better read this book or else. Or if you don't get straight A's, you're going to have this problem. We want to motivate them internally. Hey, everybody, thanks for joining. We want to make sure we're giving them internal motivation to succeed. Let me tell you a little story about my daughter. She's going to be mad at me about this. I'm going to tell you. So in elementary school, she's one of those children that was just naturally motivated and excelled in class. But her teacher, for whatever reason, thought that giving treats and giving big old candy bars and all this stuff would be a great way to motivate kids. Well, for her, all that did was cause a dental nightmare because she was the type of child that did things just because. So it really frustrated me, and it frustrates me now. I put it in my promos about this video, when teachers give treats to have kids do what they should just be doing anyway. And I know that that's a controversial type of opinion because I know we all want rewards. We all want to be recognized as some form in some form or such or whatever. But when people only perform because they're expecting a reward, is it really going to carry them throughout life? One of the ways I approach my teaching is I want to give children the tools they need for success today, tomorrow, and for the rest of their life. And if they grow up thinking that they're going to get a reward for every little thing that they do, then are we really setting them up for success? I want to hear your thoughts about that. So put that in the comments as well. So with that being said, when she got those candy bars, it wasn't like it was motivating her to do better because that's just what it did. But I'll tell you what did happen. The children that weren't able to succeed on that level, or who struggled a lot more than her, felt bad. And so it ended up having a counter reaction or a counter response where they feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do it, so why should I try? Then we become a disruption. Or, you know what, Xandria is always smart and always got this stuff or whatever, so why should I try? So it didn't motivate the child that already does the well stuff, but it also cost the kids who struggled their confidence. Now, there may have been some kids in the middle that were said, I'm going to work a little bit harder to get this reward or whatever. But is that really what we want our children doing? So here's some strategies to help you motivate your child intrinsically, meaning that they have an innate desire to succeed and excel, and they are not motivated by external rewards or fear of punishment. So identify their why. Why do they want to be successful? Why do they want to do well? Ask them, what do you want to do today? What will make you happy? Why do you want to do that? And that can be your tool to remind them every time that they, start to feel a little down or maybe get a little lazy or something. You know what? Remember that goal you set? Is this going to help you get there? Let's work together and kind of figure out what we can do to make sure that you get to your goal. We want to praise their effort, not necessarily results. Reflect daily with them. Like I asked you to ask them questions about how they felt today in school or what were some challenges. Ask them questions related to their goals. What made you proud today? What made you think a little bit deeper. What are some glows you had from the day? What are some growth, some areas we can improve? When we start to build that internal drive to be successful, then kids have the endurance and the perseverance they need for life and for life and beyond. Give them ownership. Kids need to set goals. Don't tell them what the goal should be. Hey, everybody, thank you for joining. We shouldn't tell them what their goal should be. We can help them arrive to a goal, but just listen. You guys, parents, we have got to just listen to our children. Let them talk, let them share, let them vent. And don't give us, try not to insert your beliefs and your wants and wills into them, but let them talk. Let them establish a goal, even if it's a funny goal. Like, I want to brush my teeth 3 times a day. Well, let's see how we can make that happen. Give them milestones that they can achieve while they are doing these different things so that we can celebrate progress, celebrate the wins. And we don't always have to celebrate with things. Celebrate with a high five, a praise, a gentle smile. I'm not saying don't celebrate anything, because we do want to celebrate stuff. I remember in elementary school, one thing that I used to look forward to that I don't know if they still do a lot is the end of the quarter awards. Y'all remember those? Drop it in the comments if you remember those. End of quarter and end of year awards. Those made me have something to look forward to. That gave me the intrinsic drive to do what I needed to do to be successful. Not, hey, if you read 20 minutes, I'm going to give you a piece of candy. Okay. Oh, if you clean up your desk or you clean out this, I'm going to give you a candy bar. No, those are things we expect them to do. We want them to do a little bit more. We want to reward the bigger things, the bigger wins that they accomplish. So here's the difference. Let me give you a demonstration. So do your homework or no screen time. What's your plan for getting this homework done so that you can enjoy screen time? You can't go outside until you finish your homework. Okay, well, I know you want to go outside. So what can you do right now to make sure you get your homework done so you don't get, it's not too late before you go outside, so that you have some outside time with sunshine and your friends. Okay. Try to reframe things. Try to make it something that is on a positive note that they can relate to and that they'll be happy about, versus the fear of punishment or we can go to Chick-fil-A if you get an A. That rhyme, y'all. But anyway, so just make sure we are doing things to help make them internally motivated, internally driven, and not always looking for an external validation. So what are some tips you use to motivate your child? Please share them in the comments, because this is a community where we want to help each other, help our children to build a better, brighter world for all of us to enjoy. So also, here's a question you ask your child right now. What are they excited about? How will you keep them motivated to succeed? Okay, that's something to ask them. Do you really know what's exciting your child right now? What are they looking forward to tomorrow, this weekend, next week? Make sure we're talking to them and building those conversations so that they can be open with us, and we can make sure they have positive self-talk inside and out every day. Okay, so also this is going to be on the YouTube as well as this on my Instagram. So please like, follow, and subscribe. And then also with this right here, I'm wearing this. This is something very special to me. So if you're on my Instagram page, you know that I had a wonderful week last week, and I was truly honored by Goldman Sachs to be accepted into their cohort. So this is something that I know there's a lot of business people that are on my page as well. If you run a business and you want to do something with your business, or you have a goal, even if it's not a business related goal, if you have a goal, y'all apply, put forth the best effort, model things for your children so that they can see, hey, mom and dad, they are working towards a goal. Maybe I should do that too. Do not be afraid. Model that vigilance, that perseverance, that go-get-emness for your children, and talk to them about it. Don't just do it. They have to see the process as well, and that'll build resilience for them too. Okay, y'all. So next Monday, we're going to talk about goals that stick, helping them set goals and achieve. We're not talk about SMART goals, that's for adults, but just 3 simple tools to help make sure they're setting goals that matter to them, and we're encouraging them and helping them along the way. All right, y'all. Take care. Thank you so much. I'm going to take this off. And so this is, you can go to my page to learn more about this, because I'm so excited about this. I'm going to be in college for it's not college, but it's going to be doing some work for the next 10 weeks. But anyway, you all have a great, wonderful evening. Thank you for joining. And please like, share, follow, subscribe, and share this with your friends, because together we can all make the world a better place. Take care. Bye-bye.